And we're going to talk about number nine of the components of a thinking environment. We're almost there. We only have 10, so this one's the second to last one. And incisive questions is number 9. Incisive questions is kind of an esoteric concept. So let's kind of break that down. An incisive question is anything that breaks down the assumptions that one holds that can prevent them from good thinking. So for instance, if someone is scared to go talk to a leader, what are they assuming that is preventing them from doing that? Or if someone is scared to make a change in their life, what are they assuming that is preventing them? So an example of an incisive question is, what's holding you back from doing whatever you want to do? Or a better way to say that is, if nothing was holding you back, what would you go do? Or in the case of someone who's scared to go talk to a leader, what are you assuming about this person that makes you fearful? Because inherently, anyone in your organization isn't necessarily fearful or meant to be fearing, intimidating, I guess is the word that I'm trying to come up with. So how do you break those down in order to remove the barriers to get to that good thinking? Anything to add to that?
I think you've covered it well. Just a simple framework that might help some is to list out what you're doing now. So if what I'm doing now is not going to talk to that leader because I'm afraid, then ask yourself, what might happen if I do the exact opposite? What really might happen? What's the worst thing that can really happen if I do the opposite of what I'm doing now? Well, if I actually go schedule a meeting with that leader and sit down, the very worst thing, am I going to get fired? Probably not. Am I going to look crazy, silly, stupid? I don't know, maybe. But will you have made your point? Will you have asked your question? Will you have shown initiative? Could there be some positive that kind of comes out of it? Quite possibly. So that's sometimes how I work through this with individuals is, what's blocking you. So let's talk about the opposite and really walk through how that might play out. And if it's too scary, if you really think you might get fired, then okay, it's time to stop, and it's time to stop ruminating about it, and figure out some other options.
Love that. Love that.
Incisive questions. Thank you. Great.